Welcome everybody. Today we will be ranking the top 5 Class 1 bike paths across Kern County for 2022. Resting an hour north of Los Angeles, Kern County represents the northernmost county of what most people recognize to be Southern California. It's the second largest county in the state by land and is one of the state's top agriculture and energy producers. It's home to extremely varied lands stretching from the dry brush landscapes of the Indian Wells Valley to the lush green hills of the Tehachapi Valley, endless farmlands, oil rigs, and windmills of Bakersfield, to the roaring Kern River high up in the stunning Sequoia National Forest. Kern County is a real gem within Southern California. Luckily, within these landscapes, the county has a small yet growing network of bike routes. This top 5 video will cover the extent of all substantial bike paths within the county. As always, with each path I'll be looking at location, overall length, elevation gains, accessibility, amenities, and safety to determine its overall ranking. Alright, let's jump into it. Here's what I believe are Kern County's top 5 Class 1 bike paths for 2022. Welcome to the beautiful Tehachapi Valley in the rolling Golden Hills neighborhood. Located just northwest of downtown Tehachapi, Golden Hills is a snoozy, quiet suburb with a ton of natural beauty and open space for anyone visiting. Within this suburb, you will find the 2.7-mile Freedom Trail, which rolls through the southern open areas of the suburb, passing the very nice Meadowbrook Family Park, and will dead end just outside of the local rail line. Chances are, at this endpoint, you will see freight trains rolling into the valley itself. Traversing back to the opposite end of the path, you will pass under a few streets, ride by a quiet neighborhood, open spaces, and not much else. Take in the surroundings, the quiet, listen to the birds around you before you reach the dead end outside of West Valley Boulevard. Overall, this is a very nice, clean, well-maintained, albeit short trail that can be extended by looping from one end and back as many times as you like. Do pay attention to pedestrians walking around. This is not a path that you can ride particularly fast on, as you will likely find a lot of families and seniors using the trail alongside bike riders. Additionally, the path connects you with single and double track trails that lead you into the steeper mountainous terrain if you have the right bike. For these reasons, this path lands at a clear number 5 on this list. About 45 minutes southwest of Bakersfield, we find the small oil town of Taft. Taft has a storied history built on the abundance of oil reservoirs that this region of Kern County has had in its past, yet still yields to this day. Within the town's limits is the 2-mile Discovery Trail. This Class 1 path is a greenbelt trail riding just south of the town's downtown sector. I recommend you begin your ride from the west end outside of A Street Park. From here, you'll find a small public parking lot you can bring your bike to. Outside of the parking lot, use the short connecting path to join the main trail heading east towards the town's downtown center. As you connect to the main trail, you will enter a sliver of a greenbelt that stretches far, with plenty of amenities including rest areas, water fountains, and restroom facilities. As you ride the Discovery Trail, you will soon pass the Oil Workers Monument and continue on until you reach the dead end outside of the West Kern Oil Museum, next to Highway 33. From here, you can turn around and head back to the far west end of the trail, which is another dead end beyond the city limits for a 4+ mile return trip. Stop here to take in the open, remote space, then repeat the loop as much as you want. Overall, this trail is a great outlet for anyone within the Taft city limits who wants to enjoy a very easy, flat, loop trail for a simple way to get out on your bike. The trail is very safe for families with young children and gives captive riders an opportunity to learn about the oil history of the city's past and present. There's also a lot of artwork along the trail to entertain riders and children, making it a clear number 4 on this list. Returning to the Tehachapi Valley, we land in the city of Tehachapi itself to find the 2-mile Antelope Run Trail. This trail was recently extended in 2020 and is one of the best options for Class 1 riding within the county. This path is clearly a commuter route for locals that takes riders along the newly developed shopping centers along Tehachapi Boulevard and travels south to a host of new suburban communities. Starting from the north, outside of the Walmart complex on Tehachapi Boulevard, you will find a parking lot lower down that connects you directly with the north entrance of the Antelope Run. Begin your ride here and enter the vast open valley area alongside a storm drain that takes riders on a full display of the natural elements of the area. Passing dry brush and trees, you will ride the first 1.3 miles to reach another small parking lot option on the corner of Tucker Road and Neely Avenue. From here, you will veer right to Warrior Park and a small developing community alongside South Alder Avenue. Overall, this path may not have many facilities along its route, but it's well maintained and is the clearest example of the potential that Tehachapi Valley has to continue Class 1 bike path development. There's a ton of room for this path to grow and encourage bike riding and commuting within the community. And like the previous two noted paths, this trail can easily be looped to extend your day riding as much as desired. With that, you can ride quite comfortably at speed on this trail because most people are using it as a commuter route, firmly landing at number 3 on this list. Let's continue. Traveling way out into the northeastern corner of the county is the remote desert city of Ridgecrest. Many people drive right past this city without giving it much thought, but about 29,000 people call it home, and it acts as a gateway to Death Valley National Park and the beautiful Eastern Sierras mountain range. Within the city, we find a bike path that I'm naming the Bowman Road College Heights Boulevard Bikeway. This path runs adjacent to the same streets it's named after. The approximate 4.7-mile bike path, completed in 2020, will connect you to nearly every essential part of Ridgecrest. Starting from the west, travel along Bowman Road, cross living communities, open spaces, and end at the small parking lot next to the China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station. At the 1-mile marker, turn right at the T intersection at College Heights Boulevard and reach the Cerro Cozo Community College of Ridgecrest. Rest at the college's sculpture park and check out the unique student-made creations within the garden. Remember, this city and part of the state has a very dry, arid environment. If you find yourself exploring this bike path in Ridgecrest itself, be sure to bring plenty of water. The bike path is quite exposed to the elements, but there are a number of sheltered rest areas, especially along the Bowman Road portion of the path. You will find water there as well. If possible, for a more enjoyable time, avoid traveling to the area for the first time during the summer months. Overall, this path lands at number 2 because of its extensive connections to all major landmarks across the city of Ridgecrest. It does a good job balancing the extreme summer dry heat by including many amenities to help you rest, while also weaving you between beautiful, unique landscapes, one of a kind to the region and to the county. Not to mention, the efforts the city itself has made to expand cycling infrastructure in a place where most people don't consider outdoor commuting to be a viable option is impressive. Okay, quick note. Before we get to number 1, if you're enjoying the video so far, please be sure to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to see all future releases like this one. You know the drill. Alright, let's get to number 1. We finally reached number 1. Welcome to Bakersfield, home to about 379,000 people and by far the largest city in the county. Bakersfield is considered the southernmost significant city of the San Joaquin Central Valley. Within the city, we find the region's premier Class 1 bike path. The Kern River Parkway Trail is the absolute standout within the county. And if you make the venture 2 hours north of Los Angeles to check it out, you will find it to be one of the best examples of cycling infrastructure across the entire region of Southern California. You will begin by parking at the beautiful Buena Vista Lake on the far west side of the city and travel a massive 35.6 miles. Enjoy the recently extended first 5.6 miles of this path that will take you from Buena Vista Lake and bring you along the edge of the vast growing wheat, alfalfa, and oat farms, soon passing to the right of the Kern County Raceway Park and tunneling you under Highway 43 into the beautiful open space preserve of the Kern River. Here, at the 13.5 mile mark, you will connect with the dry riverbank portion of the Kern River and begin to weave between suburban communities venturing towards Cal State University Bakersfield and skirting just north of the downtown city center. Veer off the path at Beach Park for easy access to downtown. As you continue past the downtown section of the bikeway, you will pass Panorama Park, and to your left, you begin to see oil fields and rigs dotting the horizon. As you progress further, you will eventually traverse alongside the flowing Kern River and reach the beautiful and welcomed remote body of water, Lake Ming, on the far northeast side of the city. Be sure to give yourself a minute to rest and refuel here after the long ride, before making a return trip or ending your ride altogether. For all these reasons, this path easily lands at number 1 due to its accessibility, safety, abundant resources, varied scenery, and pure, uninterrupted length of 36 plus miles. Give yourself plenty of time to travel this path. The Kern River Parkway Trail is a shining example of what cities across Southern California and the entire state can accomplish to encourage cycling and clean transportation for their communities. Well, that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this top 5 list. If you did, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out the other countdown videos on this channel for Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside County. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, ride on and ride safe.